Selamat datang ke Brunei.
Welcome to Brunei.
The locals are amazing here. Selamat datang from Brunei Darussalam, my 80th country. I'm here to explore Kumpong Ayer, the famous 7-star hotel, Royal Regalia Museum, Brunei River cruise, and so much more. Before coming here, I heard a lot about how Brunei is boring, there's not much to do, it's not worth visiting, blah, blah, blah. Usually when people say stuff like that, my mind goes to, okay, I need to go check this out for myself. So that's why I'm spending the next 3 days here. Now, before we go any further, first impressions. It is tiny. It is much quieter compared to Sabah. I'm coming from the Malaysian side of Borneo, by the way, and there was an epic adventure there. Click on the link above and you'll find that in the video. So I found this to be quite interesting because these people have preserved the culture a lot more. It is much quieter, and for that reason perhaps people find it a little bit boring. If I find it boring, you'll have to watch the rest of the video to find that out for yourself. Let's get started. Let's get exploring this beautiful country. My first stop is the one right across from my hotel. I'm talking about Kumpong Ayer, or the floating village. This is the largest one in the entire world. It's actually a collection of 40 different villages. They have mosques, they have medical facilities, they have schools, everything. And from the first look, it is really well organized. Now, one other thing that I found interesting so far is Brunei Malay language uses a script that looks a little bit like Arabic. I mean, I can read Arabic script, but I can't figure out what's written here at all. And I quite like this type of intrigue. The second thing is, it is Borneo, so it is gonna rain, it's gonna stop, it's gonna be sunny, all in a matter of minutes. So keep an umbrella with you at all times. Let's go inside. Compared to the usual hodgepodge of houses, this is very well organized. To get here, you just need to hail a boat and it will only take $1 to cross the river. I walked around Kumpong Ayer and I was quite surprised to see that some parts of it are quite different from others. So when I crossed a certain bridge, the location would completely change and the quality of the housing also changed, which was quite an interesting experience. But what I would recommend is, instead of walking, you could also see that through a boat. Kumpong Ayer is quite a utopian world, something I'd never thought I would say, but it looks quite enjoyable to live here. It is time for that Brunei River cruise now. So I didn't really book anything in advance. It's literally a case of just hailing a boat and just going along after negotiating the price. I walked around a little bit, had my nice delicious soto lunch, and now I am on the river cruise with my buddy Rizal here. So he's taking me around for the next hour and a half. We are going to explore a little bit of the mangroves. And this behind me is the water palace, which belongs to the Prince of Brunei. The ride down Brunei River becomes increasingly wild with the mangroves, and I then got to see some proboscis monkeys. How cool is that? On good days when there's more sun, you can even see some crocodiles. Well, not the case today, but I'm just happy to see the proboscis monkeys. At the end of my tour, it started raining cats and dogs and I had to run inside. So I spotted a wedding and absolutely loved the clothes they wear. People are also really incredibly friendly, hospitable and nice to you. So I got a taxi, also a SIM card by the way, imagine. And then I got here to the Birakas beach. Now I came packed with my swimming trunks and hey, I'm gonna have a good time at the beach. But sadly, there's crocodiles here. Who knew Brunei was so exciting that you'd be able to run into a crocodile on a normal beach, right? But that's not gonna stop me from having fun. I'm not gonna swim. and it looks like we have a beautiful sunset ahead. Let's watch all of this together. Turns out the crocodile even has a name. His name is Big Ben and he lives close to this beach. While you cannot spot him every day, at least I didn't, and I got to see this absolutely magical sunset. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and bell button so we can travel more together. Hello from Pasar Godong.
Hiya.
I was stuck at the beach and there was no taxi, so Nadia gave me a lift. I told you the locals are amazing here.
Hiya.
So she's gonna tell you a few things about the night market.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna completely mess up the pronunciation and maybe some explanation as well.
Okay, I'll try my best.
Let's go. There's a lot to eat and I am super hungry already. Let's go.
Hi everybody. So over here you have what you commonly find within the night markets in Brunei, or typically around Borneo. So this is ayam salai, and the ones in front are called tongkang, which is basically the tailbone of the chicken. And the marinade is usually made out of honey. So it's quite sweet, but also savory. So if you're adventurous, some people don't like that part, but like I love it personally. So yeah, ta-da!
Here we go. Find some chicken behind. It's pretty good actually.
Right?
And the bone is a little crunchy, so you can just eat through it. I'm gonna eat some more of this.
So yeah, they've got grilled mackerel. Oh, and they got salmon.
Okay, so we picked up two things. What is this?
So this is hati buya.
Okay, but she's not telling me what it is.
What it is.
I'm gonna try it first and let's see if I puke when she tells me. A bit sticky, has a sort of dry meat texture. Quite chewy. Okay,
Okay.
what is this?
If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on this. This is the pancreas.
Pancreas?
Yeah.
Of what?
Of a cow.
Oh my god. The pies is wrapped in leaf, a little bit like tamales from Central America. But let's see if it actually is. Oh, there's a wrapper in there.
Yeah.
Quite oily. Okay. It's nothing like tamales.
It's not. Usually.
So this is what it looks like. Basically just meat.
Yeah, usually sometimes it's a bit more saucier.
Okay.
Payas is made with the flour from the sago tree. It's meat, basically.
I can get behind this. It's
Yeah.
really nice.
Fatty.
Mm.
And it comes in different meats. The one that we got is beef, but there can also be prawn payas and chicken payas.
Yeah, I'm really hungry. I'm just going. We have a lot to eat. So see you tomorrow morning.
Bye.
Bye. Good morning. It's another hot day in Brunei, and to break this heat, I was planning on going to Ulu Tamburong to go to this waterfall, the canopy walk, bird watching, chill out, swim, all of that. Most importantly, to see the virgin rainforest of Brunei. Now, it's quite interesting, right, that they actually managed to keep the forest. They never needed to use the timber because they had so much money from the oil. How ironic is that? Well, the next part of irony is the agency that was supposed to take me sort of screwed me last minute and told me this morning that we can't go because apparently you need to be registered with the forestry department and they didn't do it on time. So yeah, but we have other stuff we're gonna do. I will be taking you to the two mosques and the Royal Regalia Museum, and we will also be going to that famous 7-star hotel. Let's go. Our first stop is one of the symbols of Brunei, Sultan Saifuddin Mosque, the golden dome that you will see a lot of when you're here. The night view is even better, honestly. So I'm wearing this because I was wearing shorts, and you can get the gown as well. And for non-Muslims, you can only enter during the non-prayer times. So what I want you to see when we go inside is whether this looks more like a mosque or a church. Let's go check it out. I'm walking to my next stop, the Royal Regalia Museum, but I wanted to talk to you a couple of things. So Brunei is expensive. Compared to Malaysia especially, it is expensive, and the currency is called Brunei dollars. Secondly, it is not as conservative Muslim a country as I thought it would be. So there's no restrictions on clothes especially, so you can wear within limits, of course. But I thought it would be a lot more, conservative. It's not. Oh, we are here. Irony is not lost on me. I'm gonna pay $5 to see how rich the Sultan is. But there's two reasons for coming here. One, if anyone preserves the culture better than its purest form, it's the leaders. So that's one good reason. Secondly, it has air conditioning inside and I am sweltering right now. Let's go check it out inside. The Royal Regalia Museum is not as pompous as I thought. The first section is the Sultan's family tree, followed by some pictures and the coronation area. No photography allowed here. The upper section displays all the gifts given to the Sultan of Brunei, which made me thinking, this is how rich people get richer, because they don't need all of this, but they still get it given. The center hall displays all the pomp and ceremony of the royal family, different events in the royal calendar, and I really like the clothes they have here. I couldn't really understand the explanations next to the umbrellas, but other than that, it was a fun visit, and thankfully, a lot of air conditioning. That's all from Royal Regalia Museum. Off we go to our next stop. Hello from the Empire of Brunei, the 7-star hotel. Well, I've been to quite a few 5 stars, so I was curious to what makes it 7 stars, and honestly, I didn't get my answer here, despite coming all this way. It took about 20-25 minutes and $15 one way to come here. Now, the lobby is quite grand, and it is a big hotel. They have a nice pool area and they have a little private beach. But honestly, so does pretty much every resort around the world. If anything, this is quite dated and very, very golden. So if this is what 7-star looks like, I think I'll give it a pass. Yeah, you look at the hotel while I head back to Bandar Seri Bagwan. Time to get some rest. See you tomorrow morning. Salamat Pagi is my last day in Brunei Darussalam, and I'm bringing you to 2 amazing places today. The first one is this. This is Jame'Asr, Hassanil Bolkiah Mosque, and you can see it is quite a grand affair. The second one is a little bit more personal. Let's go check this one out first. I came expecting a mosque and I got a lot more than that. This immediately became my favorite building in Brunei Darussalam. Instead of a normal layout of a mosque, it has little areas which add to the beauty of the entire structure. Just when I was getting used to all the little niches, corners, exploring the fountains, I stepped into the main prayer hall and wow, look at that dome! I absolutely love how this mosque combines the small and the huge and blends it so perfectly. It's been happening to me a lot lately that I get to see the best of a place on the very last day, and that's exactly what has happened to Brunei as well. So I really love the mosque and I'm in love with the last stop I'm gonna make in Brunei Darussalam. I'm at Safira's Cafe, and believe it or not, this is Nadia's mom's cafe, and she told me to come here and try some of the traditional cakes. They also have the modern version of the cakes. Look how colorful they are. And another thing, I'm gonna go munch on these while you guys see how beautiful this cafe is, and then I'm rushing to the airport. The cakes are absolutely delicious, and so has been Brunei. In the last 3 days, I got an appreciation of what this country is about. It is tiny, it is, quiet, it doesn't have alcohol, but it's also very tidy, it's very organized. And the thing that I admire these people the most for is they've kept their culture, identity separate among giants. You have Indonesia on one side, you have Malaysia on the other side, and that's a big feat to accomplish. So hats off to Bruneian people who are absolutely lovely as well. So I'm gonna miss everything that I did here, honestly. The Kumpong Ayer, I'll miss the Brunei River cruise. I will miss the Royal Regalia Museum and so much more, especially the people of this amazing country. I am heading next to Kalimantan, the other side of Borneo. What are you waiting for? Click on the link above and meet me there.